Welcome everyone. On this episode of Beyond the Boundary, we talk to former South African cricketer and currently playing for Hobart Hurricanes, Lizelle Lee, on what has been her South African journey. Which leagues does she want to play in the world now? Players like Harmanpreet Kaur and Rachel Haynes, and what is her expectation from the women's IPL? More so on this episode with Lizelle Lee. Let me start with the first question then. How is the retired life after international cricket being for you?
So far it's been going really well. My family and I have relocated to Hobart in Australia. So just starting a new adventure and hopefully everything goes well.
And how do you look back to that stint with South Africa for multiple years that you played international and domestic cricket?
Look, I've enjoyed playing international cricket. I think it's one of the best places to play cricket, and look, I think I will definitely miss it. But yeah, I don't regret making that decision, and I'm looking forward to the future ahead.
Now that you have retired, what are the plans for the entire year? Do you plan to play? So we've already seen you playing the WNCL, now the WBBL. Do you plan to play in all the leagues that are going to be there? There's an IPL announced, there's a PSL announced, there is the 100 that you generally play. So what's going to be the plan for Lizelle Lee now after her retirement?
Yeah, look, I'm really hoping to play in some of the leagues. I would love to play in the first legitimate IPL. I'd love to play in the Pakistan Premier League. So hopefully there's a few more leagues that I can play in, and I'm looking forward to it.
Let's talk about the WBBL. Can Hobart Hurricanes win their maiden title this particular season?
I really hope so. I think we have a very good team. So far we haven't really played on the best surfaces. The rain is also playing a big part, so hopefully we can get a few decent knocks in, and hopefully the rain stays away for the rest of the tournament.
Harman withdrew from the WBBL recently due to her injury. This has been one of her best years as a batter and the leader. How much do you think that impacts a tournament like the WBBL?
Yeah, look, she's a great player, and I think she's in very good form. Look, she's done so much this past year. She's played a lot of cricket. I know she's out for an injury, but I also think it's good for her to take a little break and just regroup and just make sure she gets to where she knows she can be the best player. Look, it's obviously a loss, especially for the Renegades. I think they will definitely miss her. But look, it goes on, and you have to find somebody and try and find somebody to replace her and try and win some games.
You've played nearly in most of the countries around the world, and you've played a lot of leagues around the world. Which league do you feel suits you the best according to the conditions?
Look, I can't give you an answer on that one. I enjoy playing in all the leagues. I enjoy the 100. I enjoy the Big Bash, and hopefully I can get into the IPL and and all of those sort of T20 tournaments. But so far I'm enjoying all the leagues, and I really enjoy the conditions as well.
So you never had the Under-19 World Cup sort of a thing back then, but now there's this first ever season of the Under-19 World Cup going to come up in South Africa. You yourself have been a very fearless batter. How do you think this entire significance of the Under-19 World Cup is going to be in creating the next gen of talent?
Look, it's obviously going to be very important, but I think it's more for especially, so the 100 would be for England players, young players growing up, and the Big Bash would be for Australian players. So hopefully the IPL gets off the ground and a lot of other T20 leagues, so that the domestic players get those sort of exposure to play against some of the best players in the world. And hopefully South Africa can do something like that in the future, so to make sure domestic players in South Africa get those exposures too, because I think at this moment South Africa has been on the back foot with developing cricket at the moment. So yes, everything that I think countries is doing is just to try and benefit their players.
What are your expectations from the first ever season of the women's IPL?
Entertaining cricket. I think it's going to be good fun. I think there's a lot of excitement for this, and I think the BCCI did extremely well to actually start a team now for IPL now. So hopefully, it can all get together and play entertaining cricket.
Play entertaining cricket. Do you want to start just like Brendan McCullum started the 2008, the inaugural edition with the 158? Does Lizelle Lee want to start in the same way, the inaugural edition of the women's IPL?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I don't think there's a batter in the world that doesn't want to start that way. So hopefully, if I do get a chance to play in the IPL, hopefully that could be the start. Because I think that's probably the perfect start for any batter.
Which team are you looking forward to play? In case, okay, this same 10 franchise are going to be the 5 franchise which come up, which is going to be your the franchise that you would want to play in the women's IPL.
I honestly don't have a preference. Look, I've all these years been an RCB supporter, but I think that's just because AB de Villiers and all those sort of players played in there. But look, I'm not picky. I don't mind in any team. But yeah, just hoping you get picked up in the draft.